Welcome, my name is Sylvia Borda and we're located at the Surrey Art Gallery Tech Lab. I'm currently putting together an exhibition called Field Studies that looks at Surrey's agricultural basin and its references to contemporary art. Within this room there are a series of seed packages from the 20s that kind of give an idea of the aesthetics and graphics that were associated with early farming representation. And on the other hand, there's some older and newer material put together, which is the stereoscopic viewer. From the turn of the century, about 1890 to 1900, these things were very popular. They gave the viewer an ability to actually look through and see content in 3D. For this exhibition, what I've done is I've taken my own images of different farms throughout the Surrey area and into Abbotsford, and I've put them together as 3D cards that the public can actually see. What I'm really interested, particularly in this exhibition, is for the field studies to give the public an opportunity to see things that are somewhat gated or off the road. Too many times when you pass through Surrey or into the Fraser Valley, you see farming land, but you're not quite sure what really happens or takes place there. So this exhibition really grounds you and puts it into the foreground. As an artist, I'm really interested in farming because it's a topic that has typically been represented in 19th century arts. If you look at the works of Millet or Eugène Auger, these were French artists that were very key in representing farmlands and farm workers. But since that time frame up into present, representations of the landscape related to agriculture have almost disappeared. You get a series of images that are very stereotypical, showing sort of idyllic scenes of farming, but really areas that explore this in contemporary art are almost none, and even more so when it comes to looking at the Surrey agricultural basins here. So for this endeavor, I wanted to take that on, and I wanted to actually create artwork that would fuse my own interests in photography, painting, and bring it back into this local context. As an artist, I'm very well known for working in Surrey, having developed a project called Every Bus Stop in Surrey, BC. For that endeavor, as the title suggests, I actually photographed and walked, drove, and cycled around the city to create an informal portrait of the city by looking at individual bus stops. By photographing each of those bus stops, you would have this kind of new map or new way of seeing the city. And what I noticed when I was doing that work is that the city of Surrey is composed of sort of thirds. 1/3 industrial, 1/3 residential, and the other third's agricultural. And it was that last part that I was really interested in. I wanted to go off-road. I really wanted to take the camera into the fields. So for Field Studies, I'm pleased to be back at the gallery. Field Studies is an ongoing project that's being developed throughout the summer. As an artist in residence, I'll be developing new works that will appear in the gallery every 2 to 3 weeks. So I'd suggest that you come drop by. Equally, there's a project website that's being developed where you can see some of the new ideas, concepts, and outtakes that aren't going to appear in the gallery, so it's well worth checking on the website. This exhibition opens on June 28th, which is this coming Friday. It runs all the way through until August. Through the exhibition period, new artworks will be added to the room, so I would advise everyone to come and check materials on sort of a 3-week rota. The exhibition itself is a prelude to a larger exhibition called Aerial Fields, which opens in September. And for that endeavor, in fact, the public will have an opportunity to see farmlands from a raised perspective. And as a photographer, I'm quite interested in the fact that not only are there specific sight lines at ground level, that there are also specific sight lines that you might see as you fly into YVR. And so those have been captured for the public to see the kind of complicated mosaic and labor that is involved in preparing the land for harvest.